Welcome to Business 204 Business Statistics. I'll be your instructor, Dr. Annie No. In this course, we will examine statistics and its many applications for business professionals, managers, and decision makers. Not only will you learn how to make sense of the numbers, but also how to effectively communicate meaningful information verbally and in writing. So in this video, I'll provide an overview of the course through our Canvas portal. And here is our homepage, and I've set it up to have some quick links that will get you to where you need. So I've got quick links to the research project, which we'll cover in later weeks, to the syllabus, to the announcements, which I send out regularly each week, and to our weekly modules. I always recommend going into the weekly modules link because that will show you exactly what you need to know each week. Now, let's go ahead and look at the syllabus. So here's the course syllabus with some high-level details, an introduction to the course, my contact information, and I would recommend downloading a full copy of the syllabus by clicking on the link here. If we scroll down below, there's also the course description, the course details, objectives, and student learning outcomes. Now at the very bottom, you can also see the entire course summary. So I try my best to put in all the assignments into Canvas early in the semester so you have a general idea of what's to come, but all this information is also in the syllabus under the course schedule. While I only open the weekly modules one at a time, you can see an overview of the entire semester here and on the syllabus. Let's go ahead and go back to the home page. So go ahead and click into the weekly modules. And the first thing you'll see is a module called Course Orientation and Resources. And so you can see there is a lot of information in here because I try to provide you with everything you need to know for the course. So let's go ahead and I'm going to provide a high-level overview of what you can expect in the course orientation, but go ahead and read through these links carefully. So if we click on the welcome page, here there's a welcome page from me, as well as information about the optional orientation at the Oceanside campus in room 4802 on Wednesday, August 22nd from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. It is extra credit. It's worth 10 points. But if you can't make it to the orientation, all the information can be found in Canvas, and you can always contact me for more information. There will also be other extra credit opportunities as well if you can't attend this event. I also have some links for some additional resources for Canvas if you need some tutorials. If you click on Next, here is a page more about me, my contact information, and my office hours. You'll notice I actually hold special office hours for my online business statistics course. It is on Wednesdays from 4:30 to 5:30 via Zoom. So you can click on this link. I am online during that hour, so you can ask me any questions about the course during that time. And I do this every Wednesday. Email is the fastest way to reach me, so make sure to include your full name, Business 204, and the fact that you're in the online section. I will respond within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. Note that if you are asking questions about the homework, I recommend using the Ask My Instructor link in the MyLab statistics platform. That sends me your homework problem specifically, and then I can see what you see on your side. I've also posted my teaching philosophy and my background here. If you click next, this actually takes you to my YouTube channel that you can subscribe to for all my tutorials. However, in each weekly module, I actually provide the links to all the videos, so you have it right there. So if you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to. On this page, you'll see the weekly expectations. It gives a high-level overview of how each week is structured. You are to read the assigned chapter. There are PowerPoint slides with narration that cover the conceptual content. I provide how-to video tutorials and a practice problems worksheet to follow along with. There's typically a small group discussion board where your original posts are due on Thursdays at 11, and you need to provide one peer post by Sunday at 11 p.m. There is a reading quiz due by Sunday and the MyLab statistics homework where there are anywhere from 6 to 10 homework problems that are due on Sundays as well. And in some weeks there are additional assignments related to your research project, and in every module I'll always provide additional resources such as instructions, tutorials, external websites, study guides, and the exams. Note that I do have a assignment deadline and late work policy. For the quizzes and the MyLab statistics homework, I provide a 2-day grace period. Sometimes we just need additional help from me or from the tutoring center, and it takes an extra day or two to get that assistance. So don't feel stressed that it has to be turned in, that at exactly at 11 p.m. the system doesn't stop you from continuing to do your homework. Now, if you still are having trouble with the individual assignments, though, please come see me during office hours or email me for help. No other assignments have this 2-day grace period. If you know you're going to have some extenuating circumstances and need an extension on an assignment, please contact me before an assignment is due. I am much more accommodating when we collaborate together. Clicking on Next, I have a set of netiquette rules. We are an fully online course, so please make sure to check through these rules that will help guide our interactions in this course. Clicking on Next, I've got information on our required textbook and the MyLab Statistics registration. So the book that we're using is Business Statistics, a Decision-Making Approach, the 10th edition with MyLab Statistics. This is the same book that's used at Cal State San Marcos, where I used to teach, and we have negotiated favorable pricing at $115.80, which you can get at the Miracosta bookstore. Do not buy copies of this book from Amazon because it will not have the access code to the homework. You cannot survive this class without doing the homework. The homework is a large chunk of the course. So I recommend buying the loose leaf textbook with access code from MyLab Statistics, because then you have a hard copy of the textbook that you can reference in the future when the class is over. You never know when you have to take another stats course at another school. If you're taking advanced stats courses, you have a tangible copy of the textbook. Now, if you're not sure if you're going to stay in the course, I suggest that you take the 14-day free trial. The instructions are down below on how you can access that. There are no refunds after you buy the textbook. The required technology for this class is a calculator and access to a computer with Microsoft Excel and internet access. You can get Microsoft Office for PC or Mac for $39.99 at this website here. It's discounted for college students. Or you can use computers at the Miracosta libraries, or you can virtually access the campus computers which have Excel using VMware. Now in MyLab Statistics, there's also a alternative tool called StatCrunch. However, our focus is on Excel because companies today primarily use Excel. So we definitely want to develop those Excel skills for you. So down here are the written instructions on how to register your MyLab Statistics. So whether you are buying the textbook from the bookstore and you're going to enter the code, you just want to buy the Connect code with ebook, or you want to do the 14-day free trial. If we click Next, I've provided some helpful tips on how to succeed on the MyLab Statistics homework. This was based off of feedback from students, tips and tricks that they use to get through the homework efficiently and to reduce some of the frustration that you might experience. Clicking on Next, I've also got instructions on how to add the VMware, which is the virtual access or software to the Miracosta campus computers. If you don't want to buy Excel, you want to virtually access Excel from campus. Also, here are instructions to add the Excel Data Analysis Tool Pack for Windows and for Mac. This is going to help us with a lot of our statistical analyses. Rather than doing things by hand, because in the real world you wouldn't be calculating statistics by hand, we would be using technology. Clicking on Next, I've also provided tutoring, workshops, and help desk information. There's a lot of workshops here at Miracosta that will help you as a college student, but I also have a link to Pearson support if you're having trouble with MyLab Statistics, as well as the student help desk at Miracosta in case you're having trouble with Canvas. If you click on Next, I've been collecting advice from past students, and so I've provided here some advice about the homework, reading and vocabulary, technology, quizzes and exams. But if you want to read all of the advice over the last few semesters, you can click on the links here and read the full set of advice from over 100 students. clicking on Next, here is the extra credit opportunity I mentioned before, which is the optional orientation at Oceanside. And then if you click Next, at the end of each module, there will be an end of module page. So this lets you know that you've finished the module, and you can click on the link here to contact me or to go to the home page. So let's go ahead and click on the modules link here on the left side of the navigation panel, because there's one more module I want to show you, which is the week 1 module. And so as you can see in the first week's module, there's a discussion board, chapter 1 resources. So in every module, there'll be a resource page that has everything you need in terms of course material. There's a link to the quiz, a link to the homework, and a link to the end of week 1 module. So let's just navigate through this. So clicking on our discussion board. So the first discussion board is just an introduction about yourself and some of your interests. Note that in our class we have over 40 students. I am breaking you out into groups of 8 to 10 students so that you can just focus on getting to know those few students. Now, if you go ahead and click Next, here is our Chapter 1 resources page. So after you've finished reading Chapter 1, you can watch my lecture videos that focus on key concepts within the chapter. In addition, I provide a PDF version of the lecture, so it's just the lecture slides, so you can follow along and take notes. And then in later chapters, you don't see it here, but in later chapters, I also provide a practice problems worksheet that will be here as well that you can download. And so as you go through the lecture videos and the tutorials, you can follow along on the worksheet. So you can take your notes and practice problems. And those practice problems are also very similar, if not the same, as the homework problems. So doing those will make the homework process a lot easier. Clicking on Next, this will take you to the Chapter 1 quiz. Quizzes have anywhere between 6 to 10 questions. They're worth 10 points. They are conceptual in nature to make sure you're doing the reading, and then also help to prepare for the exam, because these are the same questions that I use on the exams as well. I change the stories a little bit, but the concepts are pretty much the same. If you click on Next, this is the Chapter 1 homework. So the first time you go in, it will ask you to accept the privacy statement, and then you'll be able to see the homework and its problems. If you click on Next, you are now at the end of the week 1 module. There's a link to contact me if you've got questions, as well as a link that'll take you back to the home page. If you have any questions, just let me know.